Tyler Rose. Um, just let the people know what you do, what you're up to, bro.
What's up, man? I'm happy to be on the pod, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching for since it started now. You think about it. I'm one of the first early listeners, but
I think you're the first comment too. I think.
yeah, see, look, you know what I'm saying? It's organic here. But
Hey,
yeah, man.
hey,
What?
I'm gonna say this. I was the first person to ever hear your song.
Yeah, see, I'm the first comment on the podcast. You the first time to hear me, ever rap at that point when I couldn't even rap, right?
Facts.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, me and Tyler go way back. We have a history. Yeah. So, I guess the first question is like, what was your start in the beginning, like growing up? What was your thing growing up?
beginning of time, early on, this watching basketball, Allen Iverson, inspiration, trying to like become good at playing basketball and shoes
Like the hoop
and
dream, right?
yeah, hoop dream and like kicks, man. I love Air Forces. I loved like watching AI, you know what I'm saying? Like he was my idol, I wanted to be like AI, you know
No,
what I mean?
not
Like
facts.
that was it. It's like hoops, basketball, you know, cartoons, candy, and just like
All the
going
little kid
outside.
shit. All the little kid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so I guess you had a period where you were playing basketball, and then during high school, for the people who don't know, you transitioned to music. Was it senior year? What was the reason for that?
You know, a couple reasons. So one reason was junior year, we got cut. Like me and my homies who played, basketball in Brockton for years, like, and so we didn't make the varsity team our junior year. And after that, we didn't want to like a lot of us were kind of like our dreams kind of felt like our hope dreams deflated a little bit, which in
Right.
reality it really didn't. But
Mhm.
at the time when you're young, you know what I mean, you thinking that it's over, like whatever,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you know. But yeah, but even before then, like I dibbled and dabbled with music because it's a part of me growing up, right? We always listen to rap and we listen to hip hop and we want to
Facts.
try our own, right? You want to try to do our own thing. So what happened was shortly after that, I decided like let me really try take it serious, and there's that Big Sean mixtape, the Detroit mixtape.
Right, right. I remember
I,
that shit.
yeah, I listened to it and I'm like, yo, I think I can do this. I think I can be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I thought like, I'm thinking I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a huge star, but it grew into like a love, right? It's like
Right.
I didn't care if I'm a big star or not, bro. I just want to be good at what I do, my craft. Just like in basketball, I gotta work on my jump shot, work on my handles. Like, I wanted to be good at it. Cause
Right.
early on, it was not easy to
Right.
get on the mic.
Yo,
You
yo,
know what I
yo,
mean?
yo, that was my next question though. That was my next question. Like,
Yeah.
how was it in the beginning stages? Because of the beginning stages, because you know how it is when you first start doing anything, you're not really the best. You're just learning. There's that
Yeah.
struggle. It's kind of like when you're growing your hair and you got the ugly stage. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that where it's like you're not good yet, and it could be
hmm
frustrating. Like, so can you just explain like what was the process in the beginning and shit?
Yeah. I mean, the process was tough because
I
I
remember.
had like I was gonna say it's funny because you were there, but like rapping to the metronome. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah. No, that's funny. Yeah, I'll tell the people this shit. So, so like Tyler, right? When he was beginning, like, I feel like he always had a good voice and shit. I mean, the delivery wasn't necessarily there, but fucking,
mhm,
I was like, yo, you got an ill voice, but like sometimes your flow was out of pocket a little bit. So
mhm,
fucking, I was like, yo, you know what would help? Because like what would help if you rap like you put different BPMs to a
mhm,
metronome. So it'd be like tick, 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 tick to like 140, 120,
mhm.
70, whatever. And he was rapping literally to a metronome. We put on a speaker, he would just write a whole verse fucking with a metronome and shit. So you could find a
Yep.
pocket and shit. But that did that help?
Yeah, yeah, I did help, and I to this day, bro, I always tell I'm like, bro, I can rap over any beat, any
Not
quirky,
facts.
weird sample chop. I can find a pocket in the flow, and I'll kill that shit like
Facts.
every time, like no matter what, like any time of style of beat. I think that's what kind of helped. It's like the
Right. No,
training day,
no, no, no
like training
bullshit.
days,
No bullshit, bro. Because like, especially my, you know me. I was mad stubborn and shit. I was trying to make my own style, mad creative and shit. I'll send
Yeah,
you like the most wildest beat, and you'll have to like try to rap over it. It's because like I mean,
yeah,
I was the only one like sending you beats, so you was like just samples all crazy, the drums all crazy, and you'll find a pocket. So I think it helped and shit.
yeah. No,
Um,
it definitely helped, bro. It definitely did.
so you're speaking on that in the beginning stages and stuff. Like throughout the years, what have you learned?
Me like
Just
learn
in general,
through
music,
creating.
everything. Just like what have you learned?
Um, I learned the importance of building foundations. I think early on, like I always looked at it like when we was working together, it was me and you against the world. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I think now it could have benefited of forming more of a foundation as far as locally and building relationships more with people. And because now I feel like musically, the talent that we have now, you know, I have now and you have now, wasn't like that back then. So
Right.
I think I think I learned a lot about teaming up and building foundations and learning how to network more, learning how to run actual business because music's a business.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Um, you know, it was like the little things, man. You're so naive as you're young, like, yo, I just want to get in the studio and record and
And
kill
hopefully it
something. Like,
blows up, and hopefully it blows up and
yeah,
shit. There's just so much
excuse
to
me,
it.
yeah,
What I take from it is
excuse me.
it just having that drive and ambition. I feel like that I mean, you tell me all the time that you learned a lot just by making and creating music, and just every single day, like, bro, we're gonna make a song every day. I'm gonna write every
Yeah.
day. Just building that work ethic, and then just that dedication and having a vision. Um, even though we didn't necessarily get what we got or what we wanted, and like as far
Hmm.
as music and shit, but I think you took something from it that you can do whatever in life. Because I mean,
Oh yeah.
you could speak on, like where you at. What was the reason to move to Florida?
So let me go. Let me like I'll backtrack a little bit too.
Right,
So
right, right.
before Florida, this for the people who don't know of where I kind of like my little journey since I left home. So August 2021, I moved from Brockton. Well, I was living in Randolph at the time, and I moved to Atlanta. So the sole purpose of me going to Atlanta was to chase the dream. You know, music. Like that's it. Like it was music and nothing. Like that's the only reason I left. And the process with that it's a long story short, but you know, I was purchasing a home and the loan defaulted, something else happened, some complicated miscellaneous things that I'm not gonna get into, of
Right, right,
course.
right, right.
So once that happened, I like a light bulb popped. I'm like, yo, this is it. Like, yo, God's telling me, like, yo, because I was thinking about it. I went to Atlanta for a wedding in the same year for my sister to get married. I'm like, yo, this is God telling me, go to Atlanta, chase the dream. You're
Right.
gonna march. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna work. You know, when I got there, it was like a culture shock, bro. I'm like, damn, like this is not like home. It's like it's real segregated. It's real different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the people are different. The way they move in the club is different. The way they interact is different. Like I'm like, yo, this is weird, bro.
Yeah, it
But I'm
wasn't
like,
your vibe. It
still,
wasn't your vibe.
yeah, it wasn't my vibe. But I obviously, you know, looking back now, I still could have maneuvered and continued to do it. But one thing I didn't like a lot too, that there wasn't much diversity with foods too. You know, being back from you know mass,
Right,
is
right.
the food. There's so much different foods,
Yo,
but you know, there's like
yo, I
there's
don't
not
want
a
to cut
lot.
you off. I don't want to cut you off, but you're a fucking
Yeah,
foodie, bro. You're a foodie.
yeah,
Your Tyler
exactly.
is a motherfucking foodie, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I love food.
nah,
I love
facts.
food, not for sure. But yeah, yeah. Let me get back to So yeah, that was another thing, and also being from, you know, New England, Massachusetts, Brockton, whatever you want to say I'm from. There's a lot of beaches, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah,
there's a water all around. I love going to the beach. When I went to Atlanta, I'm like, oh cool. I'm in Atlanta. It's hot. I'm like, where I can't wait to go to the beach and stuff and more year round. Bro, it gets cold in Atlanta. And then not only that, there's no water in Atlanta. Like it's like a
right.
4-hour drive to Savannah for the beach. And I'm like, no, I can't do that, bro. I need the beach around. Like, so when I moved to Tampa in December, I went from August 2021 until December, and I left. And ever since then, it's been great here. I love it a lot. The water is around here is just good, more diversity with food, and you know, just the temperature. Like if you go to Georgia in that region, bro, it's not gonna be like right now. It's 80s and 90s right now. Still in October, about to be November.
Yeah.
But you know, back in Georgia, you know, I got rid of my winter coat when I moved. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
I didn't
shit.
know it was gonna get that cold. So
You know
yeah,
what?
it's a little
Yeah, I'm
different.
gonna look up the temperature in Atlanta right now. Actually, how the fuck do I do
Yeah,
this shit? I'm an old man with my iPhone. Hold on.
yeah. Go to the weather. You just type it in. You can type in
Uh,
Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia. 61. Yeah, so it's about the same
Yeah,
over here. It's like the same shit
yeah.
over here.
Hmm.
So
But
like,
it gets colder, especially at night. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
cold.
yeah.
It's like back home, you know, like it'll be like a 60, 70 day, and
And it'd
at
be
night
like
it's like 30,
40, 30.
40.
Yeah, facts,
And
facts.
like, yeah, but out here, it's like at nighttime, it'll go to like 70,
Do
75
you
still,
miss it
you
up
know?
here? Do you miss it back home?
I miss my family and friends, and I miss some of the like memories that I just know when I'm driving. Like whenever I go back home, I'll
Like the
drive through the
nostalgia and
city.
shit.
Yeah, it's like nostalgic now. I go home, I'm like, yo, there's Geno's. Oh, there's Brockton High. Oh, there's the registry. Oh,
Right.
there's this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah,
the
yo,
stuff
you
that
know
I'm
what's
just
weird, bro?
accustomed to.
Nah, you know what's crazy
Yeah,
though, low key. Like when I listen to certain songs from
yeah,
like when we was making music and shit, the songs that we were listening to, and I'll listen to that
yeah,
shit. I'm like, I remember being in your room and shit, being in your
yeah.
fucking
All the
room and
time.
on the Ash Street and
All the
shit,
time.
bro.
All the time. Yeah, all the time, bro.
Yeah, that's
I
just fun.
remember.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember it
funny.
all the time.
So
I definitely.
like my next question is, you were like super lyric driven in the beginning, and now
Yeah.
you're like singing more melodic. You got like
Hmm.
that tropical sound. You got R&B. What was that
Yeah.
transition like? You were like one of the hardest rappers, bars heavy, got fucking
Yeah.
content, and now you're singing about going to the beach with fucking mai
Yeah.
tais and shit. Like what was that
Yeah.
transition?
Yeah. Now that so the transition was I stopped thinking and I started feeling. That's the transition. Once I started to feel
Mm,
music, I realized I don't gotta sit here and think, and try to make these witty bars. I need to like tap into like, I'm the most lyrical. You know what I'm saying? I'm a beast. I'm a killer. Like I'm like, yo,
facts.
let me take a step back and let me just listen to the beat and feel it out. Now, like my recording process is even much easier than before because it took so much out of me to record and write a song because I took like at least a week to write it because I want to make sure the verse was right, the bars was right, the feeling was right. And I thought too much. But now when I'm like singing and creating the music, it don't feel like I'm thinking. It feels like I'm just feeling and doing.
Right.
That makes the process fun and easy. It don't feel like work. You know,
Mm,
it's like almost work, like writing a paper. You got to get your bars right. I don't like this flow. I want to do like it's like too much thinking, bro. Excuse me, too much thinking. Your music is feeling, bro. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You know that. It's
nah,
feeling, bro. You
facts.
feel it. You can't think like when I tell you like, oh, bro, me send you make me this type of beat. You're like, I don't
I'm
want to
not in
like
the mood for
you.
that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you might not be feeling that. Like it's
Right.
whatever you feel. And then sometimes you'll send me a pack of beats, and I'm like, oh, that feeling is there. But I didn't tell you to make it, but you just felt it in
Yeah,
that moment.
right.
And that's you know what I'm saying. Now I don't even want to like I don't even want to tell anybody, any producer. I'm like, yo, just play me what you play, and
Exactly,
then I
because
hear it.
not facts, because
Yeah.
a certain sound can, you might think you want something like a
Hmm.
specific sound, and you hear something like, "Nah, I want this shit." So that's
Exactly.
crazy. It's funny you say that shit because music has a lot to do with feeling, especially nowadays where I feel like the
Yeah.
consumer is less worried about
Microwave.
the
Yeah.
content and like the lyrics and shit. Everything's just about feeling.
Yeah.
Fun? Is it sad? Is it It's more feeling,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing though. To be honest with you.
No,
Um,
I don't. I
but
agree with you, bro.
but how do you feel about like you brought up the microwave era? Like you gotta be fast, 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 or people won't forget about you. Like how do you feel about that? I feel like because back in the days we talk about it. Back then you buy
Yeah.
a CD, you got that shit for forever. You listen to that shit. You
Right.
spend $20 on it. You're fucking in the
Yep.
car. You listen to that shit at
The
home.
whole
Like
year. The whole
right,
year.
right. So like
Soundtrack for the whole year. Yep.
so do you wish you were back then making music or now?
Listen, so I'm gonna say this. I'm split. So I'll say for the first part of your question, right? You asked about what I feel about like feeling like you gotta produce more. I do feel like you have to produce more in this generation, in this climate, because of the industry is moving so quickly. Like you think about this year, we had I don't know if Drake dropped this year. I think Future was a Future. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but I know Future, Drake, and Kanye dropped. I think it was last year
No,
when
it's this
Donda
year.
came out. Was
This
it this
year.
year?
You got
Okay.
Drake dropped this year. You got Future dropped this year. I don't know if Kanye did. I'm not. I don't.
Yeah.
I think
I think
maybe.
it was 2021 when he dropped Donda and then
Yeah.
Certified Lover Boy. But if you think about
No,
it,
no,
it just
no. Drake dropped that fucking that house shit, whatever, the EDM
yeah,
crap.
yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. So like you think about that, right? Like Future a drop, Pusha T drop, all these artists drops, and it almost feels like even though if you're a listener and consumer, you have your own mind and you can listen to it on your own time, but the feeling of being out and dropping, it just seems like it disintegrates a little bit more quicker than the past years because
Right.
we consume too much information on a daily basis, bro. We pick up our phone, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Snapchat. We got our own personal life. Like we don't have time to sit there and listen to music because our life is moving quicker. I think honestly, I'm not getting into some conspiracy stuff, but time's an illusion. But I feel like time moves faster than it did before because I feel like we're consuming our time a lot quicker because of all the resources around us.
Right.
So where does it come into an artist to like really sit there and be like, okay, I can drop once a year and not go away? Like you can do that though. That's the other question about where do I wish I was making music then or now. I would say this, bro. Like, if I was making music then, I probably could drop less music and still be more relevant. But now you have to like keep up with the climate until you get that fan base, and then you can
Right.
go away for a little bit, and then you can, come back out and people are anticipating. But man, let's say you got 5 to 10 people who are interested in you, and you don't drop to 8, 9 months.
They're gone.
Those 5 to 10 people are gone because they
Right.
might have found someone else. They might have had a baby. They might have got married. They might have moved. They might have like they don't got time to keep up with you. But if you become attached to them by consistently being in their face, consistently pushing content, pushing music, then those people will gravitate towards you, and you'll be remembered more because they see you more. But like, yo, it's a physical thing. Even though we're scrolling, it's still
Right.
physical. It's still a connection you got to build with an audience. So that's why I feel like, I could still benefit from this day and age, but I do feel like you got to work a little harder now
Right.
than
Exactly.
before. And a lot of OGs be like, nah, back in the day, man, you had to have skill. Like, yeah, you had to have skill, but also this day and age, you got to work harder by producing more and being your own manager in a sense, create your own content, like posting more, like what I'm saying. You need to be smarter because now you're running your whole business yourself until you
Exactly.
sign. Back in the day, it's like you might just mix a CD and drive around the neighborhood and drop it off the barbershops and promote it, but like then you didn't have to have like an Instagram. You make sure your Instagram was nice and your TikTok is nice, your YouTube. Like,
Right.
there's so many platforms you got to keep up with to get those audiences. So, I mean, it's mixed, but
Yeah.
either
It's like
or.
yeah. Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's
So
hard to pick one, bro.
yeah. Yeah. So now, hey Miranda, can you not do that, please? Can you not do that? Oh nah. I lost my train of thought. Oh, so speaking on like making content and everything.
Yeah.
Like how are you diversifying yourself? Like how are you,
Hmm.
you know, keeping up with the times? Like, are you making
Yeah.
content? Are you doing vlogs, videos? And if you are, how can people find you? And what is your ideas? What is the thought process behind all that?
Yeah, so I'm trying to set up a process now. It's still in the beginning stages, but what I'm doing is dropping at least minimum 2 songs a month. Along with those 2 songs, I'm dropping either a vlog type content in
Mm,
between weekly. Also, a nice photograph of maybe something I like, maybe shoes or outfit or something I like. And then also promotional content within the music, like promoting the music, showing a part of my brand and myself and the music together. So right now you can find me on Instagram, it's Tyler Rose Way, and on YouTube, Tyler Rose TV, and
mm.
Twitter, I'll be on there sometimes, Tyler Rose Music.
Get on
It used to
TikTok.
be
Yeah,
all
I be
all the
tell
same. Yeah, I'll be on
yo
TikTok
no,
too,
no
but
get you on TikTok. She tell motherfucker go on TikTok.
yeah.
TikTok's the
I'll
way,
be
bro.
on there soon. I'm on there with my car. My car got content on there, but I gotta change it and make it my own stuff. But it's called Scat Pack Rose in one word.
Yeah.
If you want to check me out there, but this more my car stuff. But people like that stuff, so it was easy to do that and build like a quick following. But those niche lanes, you know how that goes, man. You got one thing you promote, and they know they're coming to you. It's like a brand. Like if you subscribe to someone's YouTube channel and they make their content is on cameras, then you know that they're gonna have cameras.
Right.
So if they subscribe to me because they know I'm gonna have Scat Pack, Dodge, Mopar vehicle content,
You're gonna
then that's why they,
right.
that's it. So yeah.
So like just going back to like you were saying that you're a fan of kicks and all that. What's your top
Yeah.
three favorite sneakers of all time?
Are we talking silhouettes? Or are we talking like designs?
Do
Like,
both. Do both.
all right, so top silhouettes. Number one, Air Force Ones. You can see
Mm.
Air Force One low top is the best shoe of
And
all
why? And
time.
why?
The reason why is because an Air Force One low top is crispy. It's the best silhouette. It's designed perfectly. You can wear it with You can wear it with shorts. It looks good. You can wear it with jeans. It looks good. And if you really wanted to, you could wear it in a dress up attire as long as you have a certain nice color. Color blocking goes well. And another reason why is because one, it's nostalgic because Air Forces are probably the first shoe that I ever loved, and blame my sister for buying me a lot of Air Forces at a young age. And this is when Air
Mm.
Forces were like $60, $70. They were a lot cheaper than they are now. I think now they're like retail like 110 or 90 or whatever. But the reason why is because for one, they're nostalgic. For two, I love the way they look and the way they feel. The only thing I don't like about Air Force Ones is they're not that comfortable. Some are like I have some like Air Force Ones that are extremely comfortable, and then like I have some I created on Nike ID, or they call it Nike by You now,
Yeah.
and they're not that comfortable, man. And
Really?
they all, yeah,
Oh yeah, nah,
Excuse me.
I don't think they're comfortable either.
Yeah, they're not comfortable.
How do
That's
you,
the only downfall.
how do you feel about them creasing so fucking easily?
That's for all whites, to be honest with you. Certain
Mm.
shoes don't always crease. My favorite Air Forces of all time, though, are patent leather Air Force Ones. That's why I have a lot of patent
That's
leather Air
that old
Force Ones
school
that I
shit,
created.
bro. That's that
Yeah,
old
it's like the
school.
Bape. It's like the Bape era. My favorite. I think I'm gonna be like 40 years old, like still wearing like patent leather, bright colors, like Air Forces and
Bro,
stuff. I
that shit's
love
gonna
that
come back
shit,
around.
bro.
That shit's gonna come back
Yeah, it's
around.
gonna come back around, and you heard it first. Like I'm like, yo, I tell you, this always been ill to me. It's never like went
Right,
away.
right,
Like
right.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about
you're not a
trends,
hype
bro. I
beast.
don't.
Not no hype
Yeah,
beast.
I'm not a hype beast. Fuck that shit, bro. Like, yo, wear what you like, bro. Stop
Right, right,
stop
right.
copying people, bro. Like, everybody want to wear ones or twos. Like, who cares? Just wear what you like. But it's hard though, because think about it, a lot of people are not like basic. What's it called? They're like basic sneakerheads. They don't have a history of it. They weren't into it when they were like young, like me. I was like 7 years old, and like I remember getting a pair of black and white, black and blue mid top Air Force Ones, and then I had like a T Mac Magic jersey, and I would wear it with, like, I remember this shit. Like, I still remember those shoes, and to this day I'd be googling them, like black, blue, mid top Air Force One. I find them, bro. I still see them. Like, yo, I had these, and I would show my girl, like, yo, I had these. I had these when I was 7. Like, so it's different from me. But
Right,
for someone who became a sneakerhead when they were 25 or when they're 19, like they don't have a history of it. They just started, so all they know is like, oh, what's new? What's new? Like, I'm like, what's old? Like, I want to get some old shit. I want old shoes, bro. I be on eBay trying to find old shoes. Like, these shoes 2005, 6. Like, I want old stuff. Even if I can't wear them, I just want to have them as a collectible because I love them that much.
The shit you grew up with,
so
basically. So what's number two? What's number two?
Number two, silhouettes. So we'll go by silhouettes. I would say the number two of the ones, and this is not like a hype beast thing, because like you could do the homework. You could post this clip right here above this or whatever.
Yeah.
2010. You can see my YouTube channel. 2010. This is me before when ones were sitting on the shelves, when the Boston Celtics pack and the Celtics pack were sitting on the shelves at like Expressions for like only like $110 for both of them, or $150. I had those. I had the New Loves, the Old Loves. I had just other miscellaneous ones. I've always loved ones, and I had a decent collection at them at that age. You know, obviously, I wasn't rich. I wasn't working. You know, I had to do chores, or my mom gave me some school shopping money, and I had to trade some stuff or sell this. But those are the second ones. Third, tough. It's tough because
I feel like you wear threes a lot.
Yeah, I would say this is like a toss up. It's like a tie. I would say sevens, because when the Olympic sevens were out back in the day, and the Bordeaux sevens, like the Orlando Magic Raptor sevens, the French Blue sevens, the Pacific sevens, all those sevens are great. I love those shoes. So I would say sevens, fours, and threes. I like the tie. It's like the third place tie. I would say like that. I honestly might even put 7 second, because when it came to Jordans in the 2000s when I was growing up, bro, the 7s were always my favorite. I always want. The one time I even, like, this is against sneaker shit, bro. I bought a fake pair of Jordan 7 Olympic 7s just to play basketball in. Yeah, I bought a fake pair because I couldn't find them my size, bro. So I bought a fake pair. It was like $70 from like Kicks something, and I play basketball on them. And I remember people like, yo, why you hooping in those? Those shits are so freaking And this is when fakes were like fake. Like, now you have good reps that you can like see. Like, you don't even know if they're real or not because they look so good. But back in the day,
you could tell them shits were fake.
You could tell they were fake. And I don't care. I hooped in them at Eggers Park. I was lacing them up tight, and it hurt my feet because this was like when Chinese people didn't know how to. Yeah, like my ankles was hurting. Like, like, yo, I just wanted them Olympic 7s so bad, bro. I wanted them so bad. So that's I would say second Olympic 7s, and then third would probably be a tie between, like threes, fours, and even like dunks. I had some dunks back in the day too. I like dunks. So yeah, that's the silhouettes.
Since we're doing the top, your favorites. Who are your all-time top 5 artists?
All time.
Not right now. Not before.
All time.
Just like here's the 5 people you can just like listen to for the rest of your life. Actually, no. I can't even say that. That's not the right question, because that could be just top 5 all time.
Top 5 artists. We gonna go no order, right?
No order. Unless you
want
no
particular order.
Yeah, no.
Nah, I can't do order. It's too hard to do order. I can't. It's like I try, bro. I can't. So I would say, of course, the cancel guy, Kanye. Kanye, every album by Kanye is a classic almost.
Right.
Except for some of the gospel albums he did later, like in 2000, like maybe 18. I didn't listen to those, but
Yeah.
if we like look at his run, his first like 6, 7 albums, bro, like even I was listening to like Watch the Throne, the life of Pablo, Graduation, 808s and Heartbreaks, College Dropout, Late Registration, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like those albums are like
Right.
amazing. You know,
It's
so
funny.
Donda was good too, but it's like
What
like
about
this,
Yeezus?
Yeezus, I love Yeezus too.
Now,
I like
Yeezus was
Yeezus.
dope too.
You know, it's funny. I listened initially. Everybody was like, "Yo, I want Yeezus to sound like Watch the Throne," because that was like the album he did before was Watch the
Right.
Throne. Because he did My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Watch the
and then he
Throne.
did Watch the Throne, and then after that, 2 years later, it was Yeezus dropped in 2013. And everybody was like, "Yo, this is weird." Like, too, like I liked it because
Yeah.
I like, you know, like I like experimental stuff too. I still enjoy that stuff. So
Right.
I remember it was pretty cool. So yeah, Kanye. 2 would be Jay. I think Jay's first like, you know, 7, 8 albums are dope too.
Right.
Kendrick Lamar.
The GOAT.
Kendrick Lamar, yeah, you know. So this is like top 5. So this is where it gets tricky because I still gotta mention other genres of music that I like.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw like a I don't know what's the term they be saying, that we throw a bone or something.
Oh no.
Whatever, like
fucking
what is it?
honorable mention.
Yeah, not even like an artist, but I guess you could say he's an artist. I'm throwing Pharrell.
He's an
in there.
artist. He's an artist.
Yeah, he's an artist. Yeah, he's more of a producer, but I mean, he wrote and like, so I'm gonna say Kanye, Jay-Z, Pharrell, Kendrick, and last I'm gonna say, this is tough. It's like I'm all right. This is an honorable mention and
Chris
toss
Brown?
up too. Yeah, it's Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, and like Usher, like a mixture of like R&B. But then it's hard because then I have so many like groups. Like I like the Isley Brothers too.
Right.
Like, you know, the Isley Brothers.
It's hard.
Or
It's
like,
always hard doing
yeah,
the top 5.
it's always hard. But that was I think that was decent though. That was like a decent, like, you know. You know what I mean?
So
That's
like,
decent run.
what would you say? Like, if someone never heard your music, who do you sound like? Because everyone has an influence. Like, who do you feel like you take a lot of influence from? Especially now doing the singing, more melodic, feeling music.
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, as much as like I love music, when I'm in like a recording mode, I will never listen to the type of music I'm making at the time. Like right now, I'm in a phase where I'm doing like R&B, reggaeton type melodic, fun stuff, like, you know, love and sexual and personal and like intimate and deep. But as much as I make that kind of sound right now, I don't really listen too much to the artists who do make similar music because I don't want to be influenced by them. And because one thing like a lot of people, like when I was rapping a lot of people say I sound like J. Cole, like my delivery or like my bars or whatever. And I was listening to a lot of J. Cole. So I probably did sound like J. Cole because I was the influence. But now I would say personally, I mean, you could say, I can name some artists that I sound similar to, and maybe people can, you know, relate to that. But in all reality, I'm not listening to them because I don't want to be influenced, because I can get influenced by that easily. But I would say like maybe Tory Lanez, like Chris Brown, maybe Bryson Tiller, Party Next Door, type vibes like that. Maybe Brent Fires, like those are some of the artists who, you know, I definitely see my like lane going towards that way in a sense. But you know, rapping too, like, you know, I get busy if I really want to. Like, you know that like that's something I don't believe in me. And as much as like I want to do it now, when I go record, I don't want to like rap no more.
Yeah,
like I just want to. I just
don't
want to do it.
He's over that phase.
Yeah, it's like almost like I mastered it in a sense. Like, not to sound like I'm amazing at it, but like I fuck it, I am amazing at it. But I'm just saying is like it doesn't thrill me no more when I go.
No more,
yeah, like when I go, I spit some more lyrical, like fucking in this like ill ass bag of like of a flow, and like what I'm saying is like,
you know what
like,
it is? It
doesn't do it to me no more.
It don't fulfill you no more.
You know, to fulfill me. I'm done with it. Like I just done with it. And then when I make music now, when I'm singing, bro, it's like I have so much fun. I feel so free. Like I be feeling like I'm on like a planet, like some cloud or something. And then I'm like just singing and like, you know, like it feels so free. And I don't, you know, when you rap, bro, there's like this thing where like, as much as I'm not a dude from the hood, you feel like you gotta say some something cool. Like I got an ill car, or I'm gonna take your bitch, or I'm gonna do something like, you know, like I'm gonna sound like yeah, like fuck them, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel that when I sing. I just feel like I'm serenading a woman or something. Like I feel like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm just, yeah, like I'm talking to her, like
yo, I don't want to fight
I mean?
nobody. I don't want to shoot nobody. It's whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt nobody.
I want to.
I want to. Yeah, I want to have fun. Like I want to take you out. Let me show you something. You've been missing out. Like this is me. Like you've been missing out. I'm a real one. I'm gonna show you something. Like you know, when I'm rapping, I ain't saying that. I'm gonna say I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. I kill you. What you want? You want beef? I'll run up on you. Like I don't care about that. I ain't doing that. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's cool, man. Like the singing is fun. Like it's fun. I love it, bro. So, and why not have? Who doesn't want to have woman fans? I want to have a bunch of angry dudes at my shows, like holding guns. Like you know what I'm saying? Like why would I want to have angry gangster dudes at my show? I want to have girls fainting. Yeah, like in the corner like this. I want to have girls with they throwing panties on stage and like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want. You feel me?
Nah, you know, fucking nah. So the people who have never heard your music, what are like your 3 songs that you, like if you had to recommend anybody to listen to? Like, yo, you never heard my shit? These are 3 songs.
Oh yeah, easily. A lot of them ain't out yet, but I'm gonna tell you
the ones that are out. The
ones that are currently out. Privacy, Shawty, and about to be dropping. By this time this airs, it probably will drop. Let's Be Honest, which is dropping November 2nd. Everywhere, streaming everywhere. Say, hey, go get that, man. You know that.
Yeah, this
Marcos
Tuesday.
Heard that.
This
Wednesday.
No, I'm saying this. Oh, you want to drop? We should drop the same day.
Yeah, we can drop the same day.
Same day, Wednesday. Let's do it.
Same day. Yeah. So yeah, I would say those are the songs to listen to, man. Privacy is a good song. Got a reggaeton feel. Shawty's a good song.
That's my favorite Tyler Rose song. Produced by me.
Produced by him. Like, you know, besides podcasting, like him being a great interviewer, this dude is an amazing producer and like one of the greatest. One of the greatest. Bro. Like, let me say this, bro. We're some of the best artists of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put us in a room with like any great artist, we're not folding, bro. We're coming up with an equally good product. Bro. We just don't have. We might not have the
resources.
You know, the resources or even the fame or, you know, clout for that. But listen, when it comes to raw talent, like that's like when you have this raw talented dude in the gym and you put him in the gym with like Zion and Giannis and he's still giving you buckets. That's us. We're giving you buckets. We're putting up numbers, and I put that on everything.
Right, that's
you know what I'm saying,
bro? Because I mean, I feel like you and me are like. I mean, you could test to this shit, bro. Like, fucking
any genre. No. We can make a rock album. We can make a pop album, a reggaeton album, the R&B album, a rap album, anything. We can even go country.
Now, cause you know what it is, bro. You know what it is. It's cause we're competitive as fuck, bro. Yo, I hate fucking losing, bro. I hate it, bro. It fucking yo, this one time. I'll say the story. There was one time we set out a few songs. I won't say the platform's name, but we set out a few songs to some blogs and shit. They got back to us. Those motherfuckers like I don't remember what the fuck they said, but they just ended up. I don't know. I took it personal, but they probably didn't mean nothing by it. I was like, "Fuck these motherfuckers! I'll make a fire ass beat." I made like
right now.
I made like 10 beats and shit. I was like, "Yo, I'm so mad! Like, fuck these motherfuckers, bro! They don't know what the fuck they're talking about." Fucking.
I'm gonna say so. I attest to this because I was there, and this dude, the fire in this dude's eyes, bro. This dude was like a dude like the Hulk, bro. He got so mad he pulled the laptop out. This was late. Dude, this like maybe like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. It was late.
I woke up. It was like I took a shot of espresso. I was pissed.
Yeah. He woke up and he literally pulled out FL, just like started making a beat. He was like, "Listen, what do you mean the beat's not good? What do they mean this?" Like, yo, man, he was just like. And I felt the same way, but now we realize, like, they don't give a fuck what motherfuckers gotta say because we know it's good. We don't need no one to solidify us no more. At one point, we thought we kind of a little bit like, hell, man, maybe, you know.
Yeah, no, because we put in the work. But I'm just gonna say this one thing. I'm pretty sure that that website's not even up no more. So
yeah, all those blogs that was like denying the music early on, like, you know, they're not really relevant no more because now the internet is really a blog now. So everybody's kind of solidifies who's nice now. You know what I mean? It's not even like before where, you know, Two Dope Boys or like, you know, freaking certain places were like huge, like Hot New Hip Hop. What's her name?
You got like fucking Now Right. You had Hip Hop DX.
Hip Hop DX, all these places, Pigeons and Planes,
Or
like
Pigeons and Planes and shit.
these were like critical. Like you getting on these, that they were making careers. I remember like certain artists would discover on there and they'll end up blowing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when
Right.
Wiz Khalifa's early on, think of all the blogs that Wiz Khalifa was on that people they probably blew him up.
Mm-hmm.
Blogs were critical. Now they're not really
Yeah, it don't
as
matter.
big as they used to. Maybe you know what's pretty good though is like if you get on like a lyrical lemonade, like they do a video for you, or like certain elevators, certain YouTube channels who like they make videos. If you get them to direct your video and post it on their channel and they have a following, then that's like a good thing. But now like blogs, like
yo,
they don't really meet as much.
I'm gonna do that shit with the interviews. You get on here, you blow up.
Yeah, for real.
I think the last person that you mentioned that shit. I think the last person that blew up off a website or blog, I think it was Trippy Red. Because
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think that was the last one that I remember. Pigeons and Planes was fucking
Yeah.
They were promoting him and shit. So I think that was the last one. He was like the last of a dying breed and shit.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about music like in today day and age? Like you fucking with it? Like the new sound?
Know, so today's like the new age music, right? Like at one point, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, man, like when I wasn't making music and I was just looking at it from the outside in, I'm like, man, I hate this music, bro. I hate how microwave it is. I hate how it is, this and that. Like now I look at it as like the most free, like the most creative it's ever been. Like you kind of was telling me about this too, and then like I really kind of really thought about it. And I'm like, it really is, bro. And everybody has more of a chance too. You know what I'm saying? Like look at Ice Spice. You know, she was just a rapper from the Bronx, and then she got her shot. And she had an opportunity. Her song blew up, and Drake found. You know, like what are the chances, bro? Like you know that happens.
Yeah, she won the lottery. You know, shit like that happens, bro.
Yeah, you know? And it don't happen all the time, but it happens, bro. And I think there's a lot of creative spaces and like subgenres within it too. Like people have, there's people who are making over millions of dollars a year, and you never heard of them because they have their own fan base, and like you don't even need to know them. Like I found a dude the other day, his name's like Realist K or something, like maybe like that. He's from like Canada, Toronto, I think, and he's a singer, and you know. He has like a decent following, and he does like shows in LA, he does shows in Toronto, he does shows all over. You haven't heard of him, right? Realist K?
No, never heard of him.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like you never heard of him. I discovered him, and look, he's a popping artist.
No, that's facts, bro.
We don't know, so
you know, because at the end of the day, bro, especially now with like how everything's moving and how big the internet is, everybody in the world has a smartphone now. You know, for the most part, anyone can find your music and shit. So like.
No excuse,
bro. And now, especially now with content, like there's no rules no more. So now you can be more creative in that sense. And so I feel like your transition, I would say your resurrection, the Tyler Rose resurrection.
I like that.
I think now like what I always say, when you're in your prime is when you're at your best mentally, and I guess I wouldn't say physically, but musically. So mentally and musically, boom.
Yeah,
you know that's when the sky's the limit and shit.
Yeah, no, seriously, bro. You ain't lying about that.
Yeah, no, for real. But you got anything else you want to tell the people? Where to follow you?
I keep hitting the thing. I want too much to drink. Yeah. So I would say, man, I'm dropping 2 songs every week. And that's one thing. If you need to follow up with me, mostly I post the most on Instagram. It's Tyler Rose Way. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, Tyler Rose TV. Subscribe to the Stocked Up podcast as well, man. You need to stay tuned, man. One of the best upcoming podcasts there is, probably the best up and coming podcast. Matter of fact, it is the best up and coming podcast. You know what I'm saying? And
I believe
yeah, you guys are doing great stuff. You guys got great content. You know what I'm saying? And then once y'all start bringing on interviews and guests, it's not the first time you'll see me. You can come on here again.
Hey, shit,
I'm
trying to get talent stocked up. I'm
down. I jump on like this.
Yeah, facts. That's exactly. But now, follow my brother Tyler Rose, one of the best, most talented people on the planet. Subscribe, hardest working motherfucker right here, bro. Yeah,
it's a rhino.
Oh.